What is up? What is up? How's it going? Welcome, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto communities, BLUECREW, and all the communities out there. Guys, welcome to another DLTalk. It's Saturday, September 17, 2022. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. We got the crypto markets moving today, especially XRP and some other cryptos as well in the market. You know, people saying positive news with XRP that's recently come out, even though I haven't been able to find it, but also possibly with the Ethereum merge, maybe working in favor of something like XRP. I also think it's possibly what Gary Gensler recently said. So checking this out, let's go to this post. And by the way, shout out to everybody tuning in. What's up, BLUECREW? What's up, Green Giants? What is up, Ledger Citizens? Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for the support. Thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Letting the YouTube algos know we're having a party here with the BLUECREW and the Green Giants. We're looking for opportunities in the crypto space. And we're also just celebrating some pumps. Let's see. Defo, not time for taking profit in my eyes. ETH2 dying. People moving to XRP because ETH is the security. The ETH flippening. I like that possibility right there. RPM for sure. We'll see what ends up happening. And we can... Who knows? Maybe possible regulatory clarity around the corner for XRP as the SEC starts setting its sights on other crypto projects in the space. You think they started suing all these other crypto projects so they can acknowledge they lost to Ripple and not make it seem like too big of a deal since they're tackling other cryptos in the space? Alchemist in the house. What's up, Alchemist? Activate Moon Boys. G is a Moon Boy. Wait, what are you talking about? How am I a Moon Boy, man? How am I? Is it because, like... Is it because of this?
This is definitely not normal. Look at the moon.
Is that why we're a Moon Boy?
This is definitely not normal.
XRP doing a little bit of that. We know the future's bright with XRP. We know XRP going to the moon. Not right now. But I think right now, you know, great pump. Who knows if this is the breakout of breakouts, but, you know, let's keep ourselves tempered here a bit as well. It's still 65% down from the year, right? No clear indicator yet that we are going into a major bullish cycle, but man, you know, it's already been bearish for quite a long time, right? And if we look into the charts here with XRP, you can see we're starting to hit some selling pressure overhead right here. Could that take us down towards the downside? I suppose so. I think if it was a very bullish breakout, the lowest we would go would probably be about 36, on the verge of 36 or 35 9 cents, you know. I'm a moon boy saying full of XRP. I mean, we all hope that our, you know, crypto investments do go to the moon. So in that way, we all have this in common.
My God, this is definitely not normal. Look at the moon. Oh my God.
The thing is we're going to be the ones riding on this.
Look at the moon. Oh my God.
We're going to be the ones riding on that moon, while other people are going like, "Whoa, look at that." Look at the moon. And we're going to be on that moon right there. Solana at $33, not looking too bad, but yeah, let's see what possible news came out. You know, I think it's personally about this, you know, it is convenient that it's right after the Ethereum merge, right? But what do we also have coming out? Upgrades for Interledger Protocol, Atom with Atom 2.0, which is an Interledger Protocol partner. You got XRP, possible regulatory clarity around the horizon. You have Flare Networks being released, right? Coming out of observation mode. I'm no moon boy. I'm more of a retirement and party boy. Hey man, that sounds good. I thought that's what moon boys were doing. I must have that term wrong. Today, SDF announced an investment in joint stacks. We checked out some of that news recently as well, but let me get you back up here. Crypto Tales sharing White House releases inaugural framework for crypto regulation. The White House, oh, give me a sec, no thanks. The White House has released the framework of cryptocurrency regulation based on the earlier executive order for President Biden. The framework, a combined effort of several federal agencies, offers several recommendations on regulating cryptocurrency, cracking down on crypto fraud, and bringing the financial service industry up to standard. And so let's get to this Gary Gensler statement that he made. Right here. From Blockworks, SEC Chair Gensler reckons staking services look similar to lending, just rebranded. And a lot of people are you know, just like they do. We're one of the only ones who do hashtag thank you Gensler, right? Or thank you Gary, right? A lot of people hate on Gary. It's very easy to make fun of the guy. I totally get the perspective that, you know, people come. But we got XRP all this time to accumulate super extra cheap XRP. So in a way, thank you so much for allowing us to continue adding on to our bags, Chairman Gensler, right? Giving us that opportunity. But also, the things that this guy is stating falls in line with what the BIS says, what the IMF says, what Ripple even says, right? Even though Ripple calls out Gensler on certain other things, right? Especially regarding certain emails and whatnot and perspectives on other, you know, already declaring non-securities for other cryptos, but not necessarily XRP, even though it's very similar to those, right? But aside from this, I think what Gary's saying here with reckoned staking services looks similar to lending. I happen to agree. I think Ripple would actually agree as well, because what does Joe Katz say against staking and proof of work? The best incentive is no incentive. And isn't it just quite curious that you can't stake XRP straight up, right? You have to do it just through some third party. Mix, what's up, man? It's sad to see you not being a green giant anymore, but nonetheless, here's a blue wrench, my man. And yeah, don't forget to send me your Phantom wallet address so I can send you that NFT that you won when you were a green giant. Thanks for the 12 viewers, the 5 likes. You guys are amazing. Shout out to the Blue Crew. Alchemist, yeah, you hate on Gary daily, don't you? Fuji, what's up, man? And once again, my thank you, Gary, is in a kind of sarcastic manner, but also kind of like, what if this was like all just a major opportunity being presented in front of us to be able to accumulate super cheap XRP and, you know, use this guy as the scapegoat as the reason why it's so cheap still, right? But there's certain things that he says that does line up with what, you know, remember, Ripple is probably the most regulatory friendly project company that is out there, right? Maybe you could say Quant or HBAR or XLM, you know, either way, the one that was like the first mover in that direction of working with banks, of working with regulators, was Ripple, right? So, and they have former SEC chair, or not chairmen, but former SEC representatives that were part of their advisory board. And we know, you know, the high level advisory board that Ripple has, you know, connections with the DTCC, Bank of America, so on and so forth. So they knew how to play this game when they got into this lawsuit, right? Hence why the lawsuit continues to go on and on, right? The SEC knows they don't stand a chance, but they're just both doing what the central banks want them to do, right? Ripple works for central banks. SEC works for central banks. This is all a show, right? They're just, both sides are puppets in this whole scheme. And it's all about just making you not think about XRP, right? Not letting you get cheap XRP. Nothing personal. I'm fiat broke. Oh, no, of course, Mix. I got you. It's all good, man. I appreciate for you supporting however long you did. And you support still by tuning in, man. So, you know, once again, always grateful. XRP is finally freaking pumping about damn time. Yeah, I mean, once again, you know, we'll just have to wait and see. That's all I'm saying. But, you know, there could be a good reason why this is the beginning of something special, because look at this selling pressure, right? It's all like, you can only be bearish for so long. And it's been bearish for already about what? Since April of 2021. So directly after my birthday, we got this major crash. And then, you know, people have been bearish ever since, right? And we get nice relief rallies. I mean, look at this one, right? When it crashed in April 2021, all the way down here to 53 cents, and then pivoted back up to $1 plus. People were like, okay, great, we're back $1 plus. This is where we continue the run to $3 now, right? And then next thing you know, it just kept going down, right? Nobody was bearish when it started going up this way. Everybody thought we were back, right? But of course, everybody was bearish when we were down here. So I get similar vibes, definitely, from here, right? But if we get rejected, don't be surprised if we break out towards the downside a little bit more, right? That is a possibility that could happen here. Hell, you can get a nice breakout. Let's say we get a nice breakout of this channel, or out of this trend. We come up to about 44 cents. Everybody thinks XRP is back. And then you just get a major crash that follows and even goes back down to like 26 cents or so. But then bounces from here, right? And then that's your true bottom. And that's the real beginning of the reset, right? What's up, Deanne? Good to see you. Legendary, good to see you. Looks like it, dude, exactly. Looks like a great launch pad right here, right? So that's why I'm asking in this question. You know, sure, we got a little bit of a breakout chance right here from a recent trend, right? It's not in the long-term trend yet. We haven't broken out against the long-term trend line yet, but we have broken out in the short term, so that's good. But are we going to get rejected here, right? Is this a fake? Is this a trap pump, is what I'm saying. And maybe a good opportunity to take some profits before we possibly see, you know, something like 26 cents. And maybe I'm acting this little bearish just because, you know, just kind of trying to temper expectations, right? Like, I think it's a great gain day. We made an amazing gain today, right? We try to go day by day in this crypto space, and, you know, 12% looks really nice, especially if you just recently invested, and 12% gains pretty spectacular, right? At least taking some, you know, your initial investment off the board and then But that's if you're doing short-term trades. XRP is part of the long-term tradal group, right? XRP, BNB, these top major cap cryptos are kind of more so for, you know, when this market really starts going and it's a bullish cycle, that's when, you know, people will be definitely taking profits from these major cap cryptos. And then of course with the smaller cap cryptos, you can probably get faster, you know, depending on the, you know, if it's a bullish momentum, the smaller cap cryptos will definitely garner some higher percentages. You just got to know which ones to be playing at what time. Yep, clown show market. Exactly, Alchemist. Like, that's what I'm saying, is like, let's temper expectations here, but it's a great gain today. Like, hell yes. You know, this is good to see from XRP, especially after the merge. Post-merge, dude, this thing is a bigger deal than we're giving it credit for, right? A lot of people, they're hyping it up as if this is an amazing thing for Ethereum. I think this is, you know, I'm kind of bearish towards this, to tell you the truth. Unless, you know, you really have banks that are really connected with Ethereum, and then they just decide to make that the de facto proof of stake platform. But there was this, shoot, man, where's, here, let me check it out. I know somebody in my comments responded to this. Yeah, I said bye-bye POW. Check this out. Let me lower the music. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for the 13 likes, the 15 viewers. You guys are amazing. Shout out to the Blue Crew, Green Giants, Ledger Citizens, any new subs, any new followers or whatever. Appreciate y'all. You guys know what you're doing. All right, let's check this out. I don't even know if this is worth playing too loud, so I'm gonna just up the volume a little bit, but this is a guy switching off his Ethereum miners. So bad. So bad. But yeah, you could say POW is not dead, but it isn't very good that, you know, one of the top POW platforms out there acknowledges that it wasn't sustainable, so then they are deciding to shift over to proof of stake. So maybe Bitcoin could be the only true POW that lives on in the future. Some people believe in Cadena. Like, this could be a huge opportunity and opening for Cadena. We liked Cadena early. Like, we've known about Cadena for some time. So Cadena could be one of those potential hedges if you still believe in proof of work. And I think it's just going to be a more niche thing. I think like things like POW will just continue to be something that's niche, that when we get to, you know, and Bitcoin will probably be the one that's like the major, you know, like it always has been, the one major POW that just keeps going, while others kind of fluctuate in volatility and maybe eventually die out, right? TSF, I appreciate the input though, man. Like, you know, I'm willing to learn. And thanks for joining. Here's a wrench. With a wrench comes great responsibility. Welcome to the channel, my man. Fidelity made BTC proof of work their foundation of customer assets. I mean, that's Fidelity, though. You know, we're talking about like major central banks here. We're talking about IMF. We're talking about the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements, right? We're talking about something more above than just, you know, some of these just like select institutions. We're talking about a whole hive mind of central banks that need to make fast transactions, right? Remember, that's the thing. That was their like dagger towards Bitcoin. And remember, XRPL has major contributors to the original Bitcoin algorithm and Bitcoin in general and development, right? And I'm not going to try to make this an XRPL versus BTC thing. Obviously, I think both can succeed, but it's like you're hedging against, like, I think it's wise to have both in your portfolio, right? Once again, I'm not a financial advisor, not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. But I think it's good to have both because you're hedging them against each other, and if they can both keep just going up with their specific use cases and what they're meant to be, then you'll see both of them succeed, right? BTC more as, you know, the store of value, something that's like a collectible that you just want to always have, right? Something like a gold, right? Digital gold, where, you know, it's not necessarily something you want to be using all the time, but you definitely want to keep building your wealth with, right? And it's like a slow growth. Same thing like gold, right? Gold is kind of slow growth right now. XRP, people need to make payments all the time. The utility for something like a digital asset like XRP that can allow for payments to just happen instantly, and it has been just running and running and running for now almost close to 12 years. And we're seeing that it's endlessly scalable, endlessly upgradable. I mean, you know, and it went the other way, right, with being pre-mined, right, which a lot of proof of work maxis really don't like. They think that's already centralized from the get-go, right? Well, what do you have? Like, one of the cons against something like BTC is that it's getting more and more centralized, whereas XRPL starts off centralized and then becomes more and more decentralized, right? Endlessly scalable, once again. I am so sorry. Wow. It happens. We go on an amazing tangent, and then the music is just terrible. I am so sorry, guys. That I haven't done that type of hiccup in a bit, and I just did right now. Music is good, but overpowering you. No, I hear you guys. Thank you so much. I wish I would have seen that earlier. XRP to the moon. Giancarlo Viega. What's up, man? Yeah, XRP to the moon, dude. Let's get the charts back on here. But let's see what's going on in the past 24 hours here. I was just basically saying, you know, XRP and BTC, both are worth having in your portfolio, and for both very different reasons. It's kind of like you're hedging them against each other. You got a project that, you know, is obviously the first blockchain, first proof of work, right? And then you have it's kind of like twin project, but in the opposite direction, that is made up from former crucial members of the Bitcoin development, you know, developers coming over to XRPL and then deciding, you know what, our big mistake was starting with mining. Let's do pre-mined, so then we don't even, you know, the supply is just out there, right? And then we keep a certain portion of it in escrow, and then it just becomes more and more decentralized over time, versus with proof of work, it becoming more and more centralized over time. But that's one perspective. I can understand if other people, like, once again, both are worth hedging against each other and hodling. I'm not going to, you know, they're both real, right? That's what we like to try to find in this channel, is like the projects that are actually have some sort of developers, right? And actually have a technology, right? Because we're still so early in this space. So if there's like any projects like this that have any semblance of substance and a real team built in real technology, that's already a great hedge against other things that are just straight up scams and pump and dump, you know, super pump and dumps. You could argue the whole space is a pump and dump, but yeah, super pump and dumps. Dude, index just moonshotted overnight, man. 79% for index. This one gets high volatility too. Okay, post merge. This one is one to keep an eye out for post merge right here. Check this out. 10 million total supply. Use our tokens to access sophisticated crypto strategies, right? The interesting compounding ETH index enhances staking returns with a leverage liquid staking. So now with Ethereum, right, the Ethereum Flexible Leverage Index lets you leverage a collateralized debt position in a safe and efficient index product, right? Galaxy Digital being an investor in index, it already being on Coinbase, right, and having a good amount of liquidity. So index, you know, I'm not going to chase this pump right here, but we've been talking about index for some time. $65 all-time high, 10 million total supply, and could be one of those major benefactors from the Ethereum merge, right? If it does play out positively for Ethereum in the long run. Finally, guys, Roman token woke up We got our 41% gain here, man. We were starting to lose it with the Rowan token here. Now we've made up our ground. We're out of our hold. We just kept hodling. We kept compounding, and we made it out of our hole there. Now we just, hopefully we can see Rowan token just continue to kick some butt here. I bet Sniff's happy about this one. Wait a sec. There we go. BIS project, Veritas collection of timeline predictions. TFS branding, thanks for sharing that link. Appreciate you. I'll check it out some other time. Then ISO came to, and guess who hasn't seemingly found it? Yeah, why is Sniff not sniffing around today? He's like, I'm definitely not sad today. The AI was feeling your speech and expressed it glee by cranking up the music. Exactly, Sniff. Wow, probably, dude. Probably. I thought the volume was dope. Okay, so yeah, so good things with the Cosmos ecosystem kind of making some gains right here. Star name waking back up. Actually, I want to see where Iris is because, yep, Iris making a nice 10% gain today. Great breakout there for Iris. Iris, we talked about recently at a penny range. We like this project, man. This one's part of, a big contributor to that blockchain service network and the Cosmos ecosystem. It's like it's China twin, right? It's the Cosmos Atom China twin right here for Iris. So I don't know if that, a lot of people don't want to be investing in China coins, but they got definitely some deep connections there, deep roots with IrisNet. I think it's definitely a gem. A lot of cryptos in this space, their prices don't make sense, right? And Iris at a penny, I'm like, how so? It just doesn't make sense, but we're going to aim for the value, right? We're looking for the talent of the project, all in all, the potential, the actual technology. There's a real technology underneath it, right? Volume was good, man. Jesse Mont, appreciate it. Okay, maybe I raise it up a little bit more. There we go. All right. But anyways, thanks for the 19 viewers, the 18 likes. You guys are amazing. So that was what's up in the past 24 hours. It's kind of like Ethereum index is just mooning. I'm not chasing this pump, but this one's has some fun volatility that goes with it and interesting connections. Galaxy Digital Investor, I mean, super low cap. We'll see what ends up happening with that one. Looks like XDB is trying to revive itself here. Once again, we don't think XDB is dead, or else we would have taken it off this list yesterday. But we just kind of got some updates with it, and great to see a 35% pump towards the upside. Certainly hope, it's good to see these type of cryptos responding along with XRP's pump, right? XRP, one of the only major cap cryptos to be getting, kind of double-digit percent returns today, or gains today. XLM just following suit because XLM just does whatever XRP does. I want to see if XDC is going to be breaking out towards the upside from this. I think XTZ is still probably a good one to be able to catch the moon on right here, the moon ride. XDC definitely a moon fam.
Oh my god, this is definitely not normal. Look at the moon. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's XTZ
this
right
is
there.
Definitely not normal.
That's going to be XTZ right there. Tezos is one of those proof of stake platforms that even though, we point out that comment that we said about best incentive is no incentive by Joel Katz, and what Chairman Gensler says about how he views staking, I feel like Tezos is going to be okay. I feel like Tezos might actually be able to get, if not, supposedly they've already dealt with the SEC, but I think Tezos is going to be one of those ones that makes it through. And they just got interesting connections with Ripple and just a lot of other areas in the crypto space. There's more adoption for Tezos than a lot of people think, I believe. If a person with the staking validator dies, what happens to the coins? That's a great question, Sniff. I've never had that happen to me, but I do believe you'll still be able to retrieve your crypto through the blockchain. But that's a great question, man. I've never had it happen to me, and I'm sure I can see it how you know, it just disappears. Your coins are just gone, right? You're just putting so much trust into these validators to continue running. But yeah, I mean, that's the risk you take with staking, right? That's the risk that you take with, you know, not having your digital assets on cold storage, right? Hey guys, I just want to say I appreciate the bullishness in the stream, man. We're hitting 20 likes now, kind of more frequently since we've come back, and I just appreciate that level of support. You guys are amazing, man, and such a strong viewer to like ratio every time. You know, once again, appreciate all the support. How you doing, Hans? What's up, man? We got Hans loaded in the chat. Good to see you, bro. Iris is good, man. I wish I could get my hands on it. Yeah, Iris is pretty good. Vet is a China sketchy as well, but I got some. I mean, exactly, man. You just got to sometimes give, you know, like, it's just trying to find like those China coins that just have a lot more talk to them, like Cypherium as well. Cypherium, I don't think Cypherium is a China coin, but I think there's a Chinese developer, but I think they're US based, right? They're in Delaware somewhere. So Cypherium's been getting good gains. Been loving the Cypherium pump here. Great to see. And hopefully they walk their talk, man, because this one's a low cap gem that we've been kind of acknowledging more and more and just swinging for the fences there and, you know, digging the volatility. Quant, I'm liking Quant at around any of these ranges now. I think Quant, you know, at this point, with the Digital Pound Foundation and what's going on there, you know, and Quant just getting, you know, more and more, you know, there's more and more research going into what Quant is doing and, you know, the connections that they have, especially through this Digital Pound Foundation and many others like the, you know, SEPA payment systems and, you know, banks related to that. Quant seems very interesting. Super low supply. I hate chasing a pump on a 90-day right here, but I feel like Quant is more your, you know, like it deserves to be in that long-term hodl group, right? With the Atoms, with the XRP, the ADAs, the Solanas, the DOTs, the Matics, the Ethereums, the BNBs, right? The AVAX. Hell, Ethereum Classic is going to probably be mooning sometime soon again, just because of that shift over from proof of work to proof of stake for Ethereum. So you're going to have Ethereum Classic, a proof of work blockchain, definitely being a major benefactor. You could see Cadena probably take off, though. I feel like I'm feeling vibes here on Cadena to take advantage of this super low supply, about 1 billion, priced in at 153, looking like it's just flatlining and creating a possible launch pad in the future. You know, they got major connections as well. It kind of reminds me of early days Solana, not gonna lie, and I know that's a lot of hype, but you know, I remember seeing Solana around these price ranges and the type of connections they had then too, right? And actual developers building on it. That's what is all about, right? Partners and products, Ledger, Flux, Polkadot, Binance, Cosmos, CeeLo, right? And then another one that I think is a pretty good gem. I got to do like top 10 lists and things like that. I'm not going to say Pocket Network is in my top 10, but you know, I would say for like Moon Boys Club and stuff like that. Pocket Network, super flatline for a good bit here at 11-cent range. Sure, it pumped in the past 24 hours. I've had it on the list before. I think the algorithm just keeps taking Pocket Network off my list here. But Pocket Network, 1.4 billion supply, all-time high of $3.11, currently 11 cents. Pretty minor cap crypto here, but they're providing a lot of relay infrastructure, right? RPCs. Instead of deploying a single service provider and paying absurd fees for random outages and leaked data, tap into Pocket's trustless API protocol and route your requests to thousands of independent full nodes, right? So 30K plus active nodes, 7.5 billion weekly relays, and look at the type of like heavyweights that are connected with them here. Ethereum, Harmony, Solana, Avalanche, Binance, right? Polygon, Algorand, Phantom, Evmos, Near Protocol, Osmosis, Clayton. So business seek profit and carrying costs that protocols do not. Relying on a business means you're paying more than you need to. You will have downtime and you may even be shut down. Pocket Network is a protocol, not a business. You never pay more than you need to. You always have uptime and you'll be unstoppable. Right? So this kind of, gives me those vibes that even AKT had, right? Akash Network, with being the unstoppable cloud and, the connections they have with the Cosmos ecosystem. A little Squid Game symbolism here. Hopefully it's not the same as Squid Game, but yeah, Pocket Network provides RPC access to long tail of blockchain networks, everything from testnets to mainnets to any open source interface. Hit the dashboard, get started in a few clicks. So, and if you go to their Twitter as well, we're doing a little dive here on Pocket Network because why not? We go with the flow here on the channel. Thanks for the 22 likes, the 22 viewers. Appreciate your support, guys. What's up, Bird Dog? We got Bird Dog in the chat. How's it going, Bird Dog? Appreciate you tuning in. Quant and Algo doing well in this dip. Harmonics still signaling BTC could end around 11 to 14K. Is that Squirrely crypto right there? Do we have a Squirrely sighting in the chat? What's up, Squirrely? 14-cent XRP, man. Wow. We'll see, my dude. We'll see. Yeah, shout out to Crypto Bird Dog's channel. He's got an awesome channel out there. If you guys don't know Crypto Bird Dog, please check his channel out. Talking about everything. There's no limits to the Bird Dog. GDLT is right behind Rebel. Who's Rebel? Decentralized RPC protocol for any blockchain. So the any blockchain is connected with multi-chain, right? Exchanges officially supported by Pocket, Huobi, Gate. So they already have pretty good liquidity. BitTrue, you can find them on BitTrue as well. And yeah, you got, Cosmos ecosystem, Aleph.im, Anchor protocol, Solana following them, right? Algorand following them. So I think those are some heavyweights, just Solana and Algorand alone, following them there, and obviously, their list of partners that they've acknowledged. So I'm digging Pocket Network here at 11 cents. I think this one's a nice little gem. Let's check out its chart. I mean, yeah, coming out during a bear cycle does not help your chances, but RSI showing some possible bullish momentum coming. If we're creating a higher low and creating a trend line here for bottoms, right, on the daily, could have a possible breakout to 31 cents, 34 cents, man, if like this minor cap crypto does take the plunge towards the upside and follow XRP and the rest of the market. I would say you start hitting resistance at around 26, so we'll put it around 26 cents. Let's not get overly bullish here. But damn, man, that's 133% gains that could possibly come going towards the end of September into early October right there. I'm liking the potential here for this project. I mean, super bullish outcome if we were breaking out towards the upside in a massive way. Then you would get 71 cents, man. Something like that. That's crazy. Crazy gains. Bearish pressure looks like it's easing up as well, which is a good sign. Yeah, MACD, stock RSI, guys, we're liking this. We're liking this combo right here, creating higher lows as well. Look at that. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to try to see if I can get that swing right here with this one, but it's a gem that I like. Nonetheless, we talked about it for too long. Let's just go into the deep reds. Let's open up the phone lines. Not a really big news type of day, just aside from the prices that are happening. Let me set up a meeting here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Shout out to the Blue Crew, the Green Giants, the Ledger citizens out there. You guys are amazing. Much love. Y'all be good. Y'all good to be back? Yeah. Good to have you back, man. Full of XRP, XLM flying too. Exactly. Pirate Chain RG, add that to the list, bro. Dude, people told me about R like a year ago, man. I understand it's a privacy-based token, and maybe it's at a good time, but man, I was there at the top of this thing. There were people telling me about Pirate Chain right here at the volatility of it at $14. Maybe it's time for another run up. Maybe it's creating this launch pad, dude, but I'll add it to the list, man, because it's Bird Dog saying, and, you know, he knows how to find the gems. But damn, dude, I'm just happy that I avoided, you know, the hype in that 2021 bull cycle. But yeah, man, looking like good opportunity here now, right? Possibly catch a bottom here on this thing, and it could blow up towards the upside in a big way. I'm not a big, like, I sense that you're, because like a lot of projects that you refer to me, man, are like kind of Binance focused type of projects. And I'm just not a really big Binance ecosystem type of dude. I prefer these other layer 1 ecosystems. But, you know, Binance, and it could be just because I'm bitter because I missed out on Binance when it was $13 and now it's like $2.79. So it just looks a little too expensive for my taste still, but $2,000 for Binance could be the next run up, right? Especially with Ethereum going down. Binance could be king. So, but you're the Bird Dog, man, so we're going to check it out. We'll check out some Pirate Chain, but have there just been recent news or developments that have gone down with this, or is it, you know, just trying to take advantage of possible volatility that could come its way? Like, are they still really active? Let me see. If I were to pick a privacy-based token, though, I would go with Secret Network. I like Secret Network here. XMR and Secret Network would probably be the top two because they're both collaborating here. You know, very low supply as well, less than Pirate Chain. And but it's definitely not as low of a cap as Pirate Chain. You know, so definitely more potential gains to come if we're catching Pirate Chain here at the bottom. Let's see. So yeah, September 14th, posting Ahoy Pirates, the latest edition of Pirate Chain newsletter is out now. We review highlights from August. Okay, right on. So they're still active. That's good to see. Armada. Okay. We connect merchants, service providers, customers, buyers, and sellers. ARRR accepted. Okay, that's awesome, dude. Now listed on StealthX. Okay, great. Oh yeah, and another privacy-focused token that, you know, finally is released is XX. We got XX Network out there now, guys. David Chom, right? I think that's his name. Already on MXC and Citex. Super low supply as well. Very low market cap, but not as low as Pirate Chain is. Pirate Chain seems like the lowest cap privacy crypto out of all those. So that one could have definitely some tremendous potential towards the upside there. They compete with XMR. Oh, that's awesome. Could be a hedge against Fed and banks, etc. No new news, but lots of upside and very active. Okay, hell yeah, man. Yeah, BNB looks like they're sticking around for now. I mean, I don't like Binance getting sued, you know, but it could be the ripple effect that they're having as well, right? They're getting, I think there was something with, no, that was Do Kwon for Luna, right? Or Terra. Yeah, I think he got like a arrest warrant for him or something. There was an arrest warrant that went out for him. But yeah, there's going to be a BNB crowd for sure. And I mean, very low supply crypto. I mean, yeah, it's hard to, you know, it has a real technology, man. It has a real technology and real developers on there. You know, yeah, it could be. I could see it at $1,000 plus for BNB. I could see it. I mean, is a 5x you know, you would be trying to hold a BNB for like a 10x, right? So $20 or $2,000 BNB if you're buying now. Small cap equals small data collection access. Low caps are great at good entry multiples like leveraging, haha. Yeah, low caps are for traders, man. You know, if you're diving into these low cap cryptos, it's for traders, right? It's for people to get, whether it's a long-term or short-term trade, you're going in the low caps and swinging for the fences to trade mostly in the short term. You're hoping for short-term gains because that's where they come from. The volatility of low caps allows for short-term gains. Hidden gems that no one else is in the space is talking about. No, yeah, I get it. I mean, for sure. For me, like a hidden gem, though, like, I could be so wrong on ARR, so I just, for some reason, man, I just like would rather go to where the like, you know, a good amount of developers are really going, and not so much the people who are trying to just like you have to have a good, like, you can instill privacy features if the developers really want to be working on that project and think it's like a revolutionary technology, right? So, but yeah, it could be good. I don't know. I just get sketchy vibes from those, man. For some reason, I get sketchy vibes from those projects. But you're right. Like, not really many people talk about ARR, and it could blow up. It could have a very nice relief rally in the short term, based on its chart there, and possible future things. But is the tech underneath it legit, right? Is it really truly privacy focused and truly private, right? And is it even decentralized at this point? Because it's so early on in its phase. Is it even a decentralized project? Yeah, I'm going to so eat my words with ARR here, man. I'm going to so eat my words, though. Looks like it's setting up a nice launch pad. Just based on the chart. Looks really nice. Could have a possible gain up to about 81 cents. Get a nice short-term 2x right there. I think at this point with ARR, you would definitely be taking a long-term position. If you believe in ARR, then you know it's definitely worth more than $16 to you, especially with that low supply. The tech is original and uses SC Snark. It's POW with miners. Okay, so it's a good POW hedge as well. Okay. SGB is lagging a bit, which I don't mind. I do not mind SGB just taking its time, dude. Do not mind SGB just taking its time. No, yeah, I hope the best, man. I just hope that, you know, I hope you see the promised land with this one. I really do. Like, you know, super high risk. But yeah, I mean, could possibly already be on the breakout here. And then you just get a massive pump. Like, these are the type of cryptos that we get 100% gains in over a night, right? Something like an ARR would be a crypto you get 100% gains overnight. And you just freaking, you know, just partying that night, dude. Getting good celebrations. Like, what if it goes back up to 460? That's a nice sweet 10x right there, quick. I think you could get it on BitTrue, if I'm not mistaken. Where are you getting your ARR from, Bird Dog? Do you have a dark mode for your charts? Let me check out dark mode. I know it's a little bit bright with the white, right? I can't find it right now. I'll try to find it. You know, let me see. Background symbol, wrap text, scales, appearance. Okay, maybe appearance here, background. There we go. Oh, well, I can just turn it to a really dark background, which I don't know if that's... I don't know if you guys like that. Okay, we'll go with this for now, I guess. I think it's kind of harder to see, but yeah, it's harder to see the indicator stuff with it. But then again, I could probably change those colors too. But yeah, anyways, let's open up the phone lines. And yeah, I mean, if Bird Dog, you want to come on here and talk some Pirate Chain, definitely willing to see what goes down. G never likes my picks. I mean, it's just to... I wouldn't say I never like your picks because we obviously agree on some sort of cryptos, or you just wouldn't be on this channel at all, right? Like, you obviously see some in the cryptos that I'm talking about, and I see some in the cryptos that you talk about. But you like what's it called? They're not really like... I'm not saying that I feel like what I like talking about, like specifically like layer 1 protocols. I'm a very heavy layer 1, the base protocol type of person. And so when I hear about layer 2 projects, and especially ones that are on kind of layer 1 protocols that I don't think are as efficient as something like a Solana or an XRPL, or, you know, because I've tried user experiences with all of these projects, with Ethereum, with Binance, with Bitcoin, you know, just the overall user experiences of them. And Binance works fine, works great. I still think the user experiences for Solana and Matic and, you know, hell, even Atom are just, it's more efficient. Like you still pay more fees with a Binance transaction than you do with an XRPL token transaction. But sure, the fees are way less. Like they're still like minuscule, right? So I don't know. It's like it's a differences in opinion of like the base layers that we both follow. Like you like the projects and the ecosystems of Ethereum and Binance, right? Because so far there's a lot of developers on there, right? I like trying to go for projects that are kind of underdogs that are building more and more and more developers, right? More and more, it continues to grow. Whereas possibly with things like Ethereum, Binance, they can start getting spread out. It could all start getting diluted at this point, for all we know. And, you know, I think lower fees, faster transactions wins out every single time, and a great user experience, right? Maybe he just doesn't like you, Bird Dog. Maybe it's only personal, not professional. No, I like Bird Dog, dude. I mean, just because we disagree on something doesn't mean we can't like each other. Like, that's what a lot of people nowadays have very confused in this world. Is like, you disagree with me? You're not part of my tribe anymore. I'm out. You know? Like, dude, Bird Dog's still part of the Blue Crew. Still part of the tribe. Like, we keep shouting out his like channel. We support the channel. We hang out with Bird Dog. Like, I know Bird Dog is not taking this personally. DN, dude. DN's the one who has a vendetta against Bird Dog. Like, see, what I would think is, and I'm not going to try to, I'm not disrespecting Bird Dog, but I feel like, you know, Luna Classic and Apollo Currency is probably in Bird Dog's, you know, wheelhouse, like for investing. You probably would think, you know, why not swing for the fences and see what happens with these. I have a hard time doing that. Even though they're on the Blue Crew list, and even though they're, you know, presenting possibly really good opportunities, I just have questions about the substance underneath these projects. Sure, the volatility could come, and sure, it may follow, but, you know, I don't play that super high risk game. I don't play the super high risk game, you know? And I believe that there's still high risk already with things like a Cody, for example, which is outside in the top 200, has only garnered more and more news. And, you know, why are we doing Deeper Network? I'm doing Cody here. You know, part of Hard Yaka portfolio, so we know the money really is going in that direction, right? Cardano needs Cody, so there's a utility that Cody provides that Cardano, a major blockchain, needs, right? And what does it do? Fast, super cheap payments, right? So if you can do payments really well and very cheaply and instantly, you could do a lot of things on top of it, like smart contracts, right? I think there's a good landing pad right here. I think this is a tremendous opportunity with something like Cody. Like we talked about when it was at 2 cents forever, and then all of a sudden from 2 cents, it goes up to 71 cents, right? Same thing with H-bars when it was at 2 cents, and then it goes up to, you know what, 40 cents plus, 30 cents plus. So, you know, same percentage down, same level of risk in a way, but I think there's a lot more substance to something like a Cody versus something like a Luna Classic or Apollo Currency. But that's not to say the volatility could be tremendously higher, right? There's a lot of gray. It depends on what your strategy is, and everybody has their own strategy. And for Bird Dog, for myself, for anybody that, you know, there's a lot more people than just me and Bird Dog that think this type of way when they're looking at a certain assets and why they invest in them, right? It's all about trading strategy, and at the end of the day, I hope we all reach the promised land. Exactly, Bird Dog does have a thick skin. I know he does, dude, because we have talks like this either on the channel previously or with his channel. But, you know, even when I'm looking at it, and even though I do bash it or sometimes or whatnot, I try to also look at the benefit of the doubt, right? Like, okay, you know, but it's Bird Dog here, so, you know, he definitely knows his shit. It's not like he doesn't, right? My Loonsea moves will go down in history. $500 into 28K in less than 48 hours. Dude, that's amazing, bro. And, you know, I appreciate you flexing the gains, dude. I appreciate it. Now we all know that Bird Dog is rich. I think Bird Dog's getting close to retirement, possibly. I would hope so, dude. That would be amazing, man. If he's just on a freaking island and he's like, I'm fucking living it. I told y'all I live this. Yeah, he does. Dude, Bird Dog is Bird Dog, man. I don't care what DN says. Bird Dog is Bird Dog. Are we going to hit 38 cents here with XRP? Can I give you $100 to trade? Squirrely. Oh, dude, yeah, Squirrely. You might want to hit up Bird Dog to jump in on those Loonsea moves right there. So is Voyager X then something to look into then, right? Because, what was it? FTX is looking to buy out VGX or Voyager, right? So is Voyager token the next Bird Dog move here? 71 cents with a supply of 292. Could be the next Bird Dog move here. There can only be one Bird Dog. Yep. Casino coin is something I'd probably be willing to throw into here. I like casino coin now. I'm into casino coin at around this range. Why not, man? Get 1 million of these things for like $262 or something. 260 bucks. Why not, man? This one shows great volatility. It certainly has in its time. Why can't casino coin do its thing? I'm not a Bird Dog advisor. I'll never tell you which fictional characters to believe in. I lost a ton on VGX. VGX is a tough one, but hey, man, maybe this is the time, though, right? Yeah, yeah, man, I hear you. VGX was tough, man. That one had a lot going for it. VGX was a tough one. Like, that's what, dude, man, SEC is going to crack down so hard on proof of stake. I got a feeling, Joel Katz saying best incentive is no incentive. This could, there may be a few proof of stake protocols that are allowed to go through the SEC regulatory, hammer here. QNT doing things. I like QNT. We like Quant. Man, I got the gold bug. Crypto back gold is my new obsession. Oh, dude, are you? So you would be into, I think, Kinesis, right? With what they're doing with XDC, which is crazy, by the way, guys. I knew about Kinesis back in 2017, right? And now they have this collaboration and partnership with XDC, and I never really took them seriously, but now I kind of do, because XDC is partners with them now. And what does Kinesis do? Kinesis is a monetary system making physical gold and silver globally accessible for spending, saving, and trading, with over 50% of revenue shared as yields. I find this very interesting. And XDC, guys, is building a hell of an infrastructure for this next bull cycle. XDC is going to run hard. 27 cents, all-time high went up to 19, right? It was sub a penny range, hell, close to 000 range for the longest time, right? And this could be it creating a floor at around this range. We'll have to wait and see. Could it get worse and we go to a penny range for XDC? I think that's definitely a possibility. We could always go lower, but the percentages are looking really nice right now to at least be dollar cost averaging into this possible behemoth that is building underneath our noses, right? I wish I would have been more bullish on XDC when it was in that sub penny range, but man, we're not sleeping on it again this time around, especially with what they got with, going on with the partnerships they're building and R3 Corda, right? Being part of the R3 Corda settler. I think that's massive. Oh, we got Bird Dog in the chat there. He's hanging out in the background here. Bird Dog, what's up, dude? Here, let me turn down the audio. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Let me get this up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. What's up, dude?
Oh, you hear me? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I might have been chilling here the whole time. Sorry about that, man.
No, dude, I just noticed you in the meeting. I went back and I was like, it had you minimized for some reason. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I saw you. I was like, oh, okay, here we go. There's Bird Dog. What's up, man?
Yeah. Oh, not much. Just a quick thing about that R pirate chain.
Yeah.
I bought that in January 2021. I bought it at 20 cents, then 15 cents, and then 20 cents. And then as it went, I didn't get the top, and when I say I bought it, again, depends on how your portfolio is. I always have a couple grand in the bottom level to throw on high risk. Wow. You know what I mean? Nice, high risk, high reward.
Nice.
So yeah, I'll throw 100 here, 100 there, see what sticks. And that stuck. And dude, anyone could have picked any crypto at that time and you would have won. So I'm not saying I'm No,
but see, you got in at the good times right there. Like, that's the thing of why we're giving it like the benefit of the doubt, is because we know your shit, and like the chart looks great, man. Especially with the low supply that it has. Like you said, it's a proof of work. So just because like the infrastructure, I have differences of opinion in terms of like where its infrastructure is and stuff like that. The charts don't lie. The volatility could certainly come, right?
Yeah. It's just the quick spiel. And by the way, I started selling it when it went to 80 cents, and I think my last sell was at like $5. So. And I only had like a couple $100 worth, so that's just a good gain.
Yeah.
But what I like about them is they are decentralized, and they do have miners. I was mining them as well. That's how I found them when I was looking for passive income. I was just mining them off my computer, and they're original code. They have devs. They're doxed. They are constantly improving their code. code, and it's I can't discuss their technicals in deep level just because I'm not smart enough right now. But
No, I hear you. Hey, but there's a real technology there, and there's real developers for the project, right?
yes.
Exactly.
And then for
That's
the
what
use
matters.
case, yeah. And then for the use case, in fact, when they start talking, I start to after 30 seconds, I start to zone out. But I'm like, that's a lot of big words. It sounds good. But anyway,
Yeah, I hear you.
the use case. So I was just talking to someone. They're in the UK. They move a lot of they're whales in the crypto space, and they were saying how they are getting hit with heavy tax in the UK, and they're like, dude, we're going to Monero, bro. Like they're going to start using Monero
Wow.
a lot just for that purpose. No one's trying to be no one's trying to be outlaws, but at some point it's like, dude, you guys are taxing like crazy. So there are options. So then you have Pirate Chain as well, which is in the same scope, the same sector, so to speak, which is great. So I think there's a lot of upside once the regulations come and people start getting really hit. They're going to look for other alternatives, man, in my opinion. And we're not criminals, but I think if you listen to the government and all that stuff, it's like they already consider us all criminals anyway, just
Right.
because. So that's my spiel,
Okay, right on. And yeah, I think ARR definitely is in like the top 3 probably in the privacy kind of investment area, and we know that hype wave really hasn't peaked yet. I think like, the importance on privacy really hasn't piqued the interest of investors just yet. So I definitely think it's a good play, especially at around what was it, 80% down, super low supply. We know there's a real technology there. XMR, obviously one of the clear leaders right now, just because of kind of first mover advantage in a way. I think Secret Network is up there. I would probably interchange both ARR and Secret in terms of like these new privacy focused projects out there. So
dude, it might be good to just have a little small bag of these
privacy ones.
Privacy coins, just to hedge, because they might become popular. And
that's a good point.
Yeah. And again, my portfolio strategy, I'm not even talking about all the blue chips. I have blue chip mostly. I just bring up some of these coins because just to bring awareness that they're not in the conversation. That's all.
No,
and
yeah. I came on a little hard on it, man, and but you've opened me up. That's what always happens for some reason. I'm sorry.
No way, dude. Not
yeah.
You did it. We're all definitely cool.
Yeah. I know, bro. I know.
Yeah, and then BNB. I mean, I learned so much from you over the years. Forget about it. So I feel like I owe you money. One day I'll owe you money, bro. BNB, like you said, you got it, but it's got a lot of people are still using it. And yes, there's new ones coming on, but a lot of projects use BNB.
That's true,
and it's
man.
relatively fast. It's relatively cheap.
Yeah,
they're not going to take over the work. They're not going to be all the money in the world like some of the other projects.
No, but then again, sometimes like it, like you see what I think we like definitely see is like just hedge, just account for every possibility and have a little bit of money in those possibilities. It's
that's it.
That's the way I'm kind of like drawing from it, is like, what, even though it's just like such strong conviction towards others versus one, that's so similar as well, and it's like just slight differences. It's not worth. Yeah, I hear you.
Edge all the way, and
exactly.
I've learned my emotions are totally gone nowadays when it comes to. I know why I'm here,
right?
And that is to make profits.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that's why I'm here, and in whatever form that is. So that's all. I'm now like, I learned from last year. I was very emotional. Like a lot of people, I got caught up in hype. So
right.
That was a good lesson. That was my first, kind of like bull run, so to speak. So
right on.
Yeah, I had to pay for those lessons.
Hey man, that was for me with 2017, 2018. I rode that high and just thought the future was just like, that crypto adoption was just never going to stop from there. And it stopped hard, and that's,
Yeah, absolutely, man. So this is, and then like VGX, I liked VGX. I had like they were doing things the right way, right? They're registering their company, they're doing all the rules, they're talking to the SEC, etc. So, and then the problem was the same thing with a lot of those other exchanges, Celsius, etc. They were all invested in was it Curve or something? They all invested in the same thing in the background. I'm a little bit hazy now because it's been a couple months, but that's what brought them down. It wasn't. Was it? Do you know what I mean, G? Like what Celsius and some of the other big ones, they're all invested in something like the same thing in the background. I don't know if it was Curve or not Anchor.
Oh, like this, like kind of similar stablecoin partners, I suppose. Like
they all
Pax
like all
or
those
something.
Yeah, same with Nexo and like Nexo's still there, but I mean, they Voyager got caught up in that, and they all just. But what I'm bullish on Voyager was because they're kind of like, I saw them as like the new Venmo,
right?
Kind of deal.
Yeah, and they had a public company, right? Like you can actually buy Voyager stock, and they were playing that game. See, this is what my kind of hiccup is with like a project like Cypherium, because they say the right words and they look, especially when they look like kind of Ripple copycats, like the way they talk and like they sound like they're so regulatory friendly and everything like that and whatever, and they're using all the buzzwords, working with CBDCs, working with regulators, all this good stuff. And then you end up finding out other sides to them. Like that's what Celsius was, but for some reason I just never had full confidence in Celsius. I just never felt good with, like, I don't know, like I had my XRP on Nexo for some reason, right? And I was getting good stuff with the returns for it, but then I just started like getting kind of scared, and I was like, what if this just shuts down? I don't even get my XRP, So,
dude, locking, like having stuff and not being able to take your stuff off, that's scary.
Yeah,
dude.
Exactly.
Oof.
I know, man. And it's the risk we all take, though, right? We do staking, and there's like certain staking rules sometimes, like, oh, if you do choose to undelegate your stake here, it's going to be 21 days till you get it back, or 14 days till you get it back. And you're like, shit, I have to have such foresight. Like I have to like kind of predict a month ahead that it's going to be bullish for me to get some profit off of this, if I'm deciding to, if I only have it in staking, for example. But
yeah, so
I mean, what do you think with what do you think with Gensler, like saying that he sees staking like lending, and do you think that's favorable for something like Ripple and XRP, where people have been wondering, why can't we stake XRP? Why can't we stake XLM?
I think incentive is good. I think providing liquidity, it's a different way of providing liquidity. We're providing liquidity and we're getting rewards for doing so. Then they go and take that liquidity and make money. Like if they have a DEX and they're constantly swapping coins, they need that liquidity that you provide. They take profit, they have their fees and then they pass them on to you. It's just a different technology. And I don't want, just because they have their philosophy.
Right. But do you think that these proof of stake platforms maybe went ahead of, they said regulation will work around us versus us going through the regulating veil first and then providing DeFi options afterwards? Like, is that what XRP and XLM are perhaps waiting for, is get the regulatory clarity, and then you could start providing lending options and so on and so forth, because you've already registered with, the regulators?
Yeah. Yes.
Because yeah, of course, then you get incentive, but also like if the tech is damn good, that's all the incentive you need. A better experience, like that's an amazing, incentive to be using that platform outside of just, oh, I make money because I hold this project and, I'm just trying to ride a wave of hype and stuff.
Yeah, and the person that said don't be someone else's exit liquidity, that's not what I mean by when it comes to staking. It's almost like you're being a venture capitalist,
right?
Where they're using your liquidity. Same as when you have your cash in a bank and then they leverage that cash, fractional reserve and all that, right? And they give you a tiny interest rate. What's
Right.
the difference?
Right. But one is like, worked with regulators, and the other one's asking regulators to just like come up with regulatory clarity with them, having even, talk with them. Right.
I think you nailed it, and that is the case when it comes to the
Because
legalities.
Right, because then, like, let's say if XRP gets regulatory clarity, and then all of a sudden you start seeing, oh, stake your XRP. Oh, you're gonna get airdrops for holding your XRP of all these other projects. Like, what if there's just like something like that maybe we're getting like the, Napsters and LimeWires and kind of like the torrent version of crypto right now, and then it becomes iTunes and Spotify and those type of things.
Well, also, okay, here's another one for you with the proof of stake. When it comes to the Theta one, right?
Yeah.
Decentralized.
Right.
They don't need a centralized data center, or they go half centralized where they have a data center and all their servers and they pay that cost, and a mixed bag of you run a miner. They don't have the overhead. They
Right.
reward you for running a stake miner, whatever the deal is, and everyone wins. Their overhead goes down, and they pay you for that. So that's another
benefit,
legitimate benefit. Everyone wins. There's no shenanigans. That's the part of that's the whole point of decentralized. And I think if depending on where your principles are,
right?
These cats, they don't want us to make money on a new technology, and the technology was a lot of freedom talk when Bitcoin came out. It was freedom, and we do our own cross-border payments. You know what I mean? And they don't want that. So that's where you have to kind of ask oneself, is this the Great Reset or the Great Awakening type of stuff? Not to use those those taglines, because they have
at that point, like, I just have a hard time. Like, I think anything digital is going to be seen by Big Brother. Like, hence why they make such a push for us to adopt things that are digital. So, like, I don't think there will be freedom through the internet or digital for people. I think it'll just go back to, hey, you and me, face to face in real life. I give you this item, you give me this. Nobody knows. And who knows what the world is at that point? There could be satellites above our head that see that transaction go down.
Bro, they don't even want, like I've mentioned this before, they don't even want your kids to have a lemonade stand.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know if you guys ever have been like a waiter or waitress.
Dude, that's such a great way of saying it. They don't even want your kids to have a lemonade stand.
Yeah, and
they don't want you paying cash anymore.
Yeah, they're selling it for a nickel. They're making $4. You know, it's just like, how could you do that outside? That's why they want to kill cash and do that surveillance you're talking about. So yeah, you could do a barter if I'm your neighbor, sure. But then I have people in California that I want to do commerce with. I don't want to get shut out of the internet just because of them. I can use it as well. So hence the privacy coin talk. But I don't want to go back to that right now. But
yeah, and would okay, so for example, we share this internet space right now. Like you're connecting to the internet from something else. I'm connecting to the internet, but the general base is the internet, right? So if Interledger Protocol or ISO 20022 happens, how do privacy tokens avoid something like that? Since you have to use some sort of internet connection to make the transaction happen.
That's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
And that's where we need to, if I'm being honest, not allow that to happen, because you could question your government and be kicked off of the internet because you have to
VPNs. That's a good one. Blink 343. He's saying VPNs. That's how we could avoid that.
VPNs, but China outlawed VPNs. So if we're going China, like I've had businesses in China where we literally our businesses couldn't use VPNs. It was open plain text, business to business. They don't allow VPNs. You can deny VPNs at the ISP level. We're not there yet, but we could get there. So yes, VPNs, there's coming a time where you can't even get online without your proper identification. And if you're not approved, you said something bad about the party. I mean, this is going Orwellian, dude. I mean, it doesn't have to.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have to get Orwellian, and it's still somehow progressing that way. Because, part of it is us participating in it, right? There's a lot of sheep out there. They see a shiny object. They see like, oh my God, I could talk to my fridge. or whatever. I could, I could, talk to an AI, or I can interact with my friends from my home, or
Dude,
all the, I can order food
I
to
had an
me.
Airbnb and I
Yeah,
went to wash clothes and it said, "Hold on, updating firmware." I'm like, "What?" It was my washer and dryer is updating its firmware because it's like
dude.
one
Yeah,
of
what the
those
heck?
things. I was
um,
like, "Gosh," but I mean, you know what? I don't have the answers, G. I am invested in all the popular coins because I want to make profit.
let's
I'm not
do
to
it.
see how things go. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And the future's bright though, man. I'm pretty sure, if we're like for all of us here in this space, like remember, this is what it was like in the last bull cycle, and also bearish cycle. Right now, people feel like they have to be really cautious of where they're throwing their money at, right? And not trying to spread it out too much. But then when it becomes the bull cycle, you start looking back at it and you're like, damn, I could have just thrown my money anywhere, and there was just a wall of like just gains for all these cryptos, right? You know, Regulatory clarity can change that, but it seems like we're still in the Wild West. It looks like we're going to continue to be in the Wild West until we hope for that great change or whatever. So yeah,
This is how you make the Wild West. That's how you made
exactly,
money. Make money. State your claim, and
exactly, dude.
yeah, I mean, I'm not saying we're not going to have a ton of profits. Like XRP is my biggest holding, and I have all the X-rated coins.
I love that.
I just call them
Um,
XLM. I have them all.
so sorry, just give me one sec. Blink343, man. Appreciate you tuning in, dude. Send me your Solana Phantom wallet address. You won our recent Green Giant NFT giveaway, and we still have to do one for the month of September. So just stay tuned into our live streams, Green Giants, and you'll find out who won the NFT giveaway. Appreciate your support to the channel. He brought up a VPN, and I'm looking at this project called Sentinel Decentralized VPN, 98% down on the year. Working on the Cosmos ecosystem, collaborating with Secret Network, which is one of those, inherently private at the smart contract level projects, and then providing decentralized VPN to kind of combat the centralization in VPN service. This one could be a good one. It has staking rewards as well. I'm kind of digging possibilities here with Sentinel, especially with this
Yeah,
future that we've been talking about.
Yeah, DVPN. I love the idea. I was running. They had like some nodes you could run. I mean, not nodes, but like something on your computer where you can earn to support their ecosystem. And then they changed something, and it kind of turned me off. Or they had something going on with their business. Something happened last year that turned me off. I love the idea,
Right.
and I hope it succeeds.
I know it just came in at the wrong time, but hey, man, it was one of those projects to be an early, contributor to the IBC ecosystem for Cosmos. So that must mean something for Cosmos ecosystem to think that they were, they already had tech that was up to snuff to be inter blockchain connected. And it just kind of came out at the wrong time. It came in, it came out going hot in 2021. It rode the bull cycle, and then it's also just riding the bearish cycle. And we're seeing its true bottom at this point. And sure, it can get worse, but damn, man, this reminds me kind of something like an SHX, where it's just 000 range all day long here. And Stronghold, Stronghold is a gem that you know of. I'm well, if you've been watching this channel for some time. So Stronghold, we're definitely have high hopes for this one. DN, what's up, dude? You got something to say?
Hey G, just on behalf of your fans in the chat, we're a little bit concerned just listening to you talk to yourself these last like 15-20 minutes. You're okay? Are you okay?
Oh, I'm okay, man. I know that you believe that Bird Dog does not exist, and you just think I'm talking to air, but I actually I am a seer of the Bird Dog, the great myth that is the Bird Dog. I see and I hear him. Not many people want to see and hear this guy, but I see and hear him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I have a few questions or a few items I wanted to talk about. One is, could you explain Gnosis to me?
Gnosis, the
No.
project?
I don't know, man. I just keep hearing these imaginary voices talking about gnosis.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
I don't know what that is.
oh man. Okay, so I assume that you're saying bird dog. Well, if you look at the logo of Gnosis, it's a classic bird dog token. It looks like a bird dog. It flies like a bird dog. Look at this logo up here. Sure, you could say that's an owl head. That's not an owl head, guys. That's a bird dog head right there. And if bird dog is shouting out the Gnosis, then he must know some good info on this one. Let's see. I mean, some pretty good gains already. Some pretty good gains coming out from a very low supply project here.
I might have to drop offline. You guys are connecting too many dots. You're getting too close.
All right, Bird Dog. I appreciate you tuning in, man. And we'll talk to you soon, dude.
All right. Peace, guys. Later.
All right. Much love. Yeah, Bird Dog, the man, the myth, the legend, the myth to some, the reality to others. Check out his YouTube channel if you guys haven't. And I appreciate you supporting this channel, man, and jumping in and calling in. And our discussions, we always like. It's always like I think it's like a great discussion. I mean, people in the chat definitely think so too. We got 25 likes, 26 viewers. So that's amazing. Thanks so much. And yeah, I hope you guys, learned a lot from like the type of perspectives that, we're all bringing here. Even the people in the chat. I mean, this is what the Blue Crew is all about, right? And why it's so small usually on our live streams. People would get intimidated by the wall of blue wrenches. They think it's just a specific club. And then they get scared to kind of like contribute to the chat. But you can get a wrench. Just talk about your favorite crypto. What's going on out there?
Oh. So I have another question.
Yeah, what's up?
Now, seriously though, can dogs fly? Yes or no?
Have you seen the Project Gnosis, man? Yes.
No. A serious question. Serious question. You see dogs walking down the street. Can they fly? Yes or no?
Hey, according to Gnosis, look at this on my display. It says take flight, so they can fly.
Okay. Can pigs fly? Because I will believe in bird dog when pigs fly.
Not when bird dogs fly.
Right, because it can't fly.
I don't know, man. Hey, anything could happen. Anything could happen, DN. Okay. The possibilities are endless, man. If Shiba and Doge can, lead a bull cycle and fly, those are two dogs that I knew that flew in the last bull cycle. Maybe Bird Dog can fly.
Gee, I appreciate what you're saying, but I don't know what you're saying because I don't listen to YouTubers. Can we switch topics?
And remember, I'll never tell you what to do.
Thank God. I mean, great. There's the GDLT coin, right?
Yeah. Let's see if we can find that on Live Coin Watch. I don't think so. No.
So this is your coin. You created this on the XRPL ledger?
Yep. It was very hard to do, and we did it. We made it through. We created the greatest coin awesome on the planet.
So who's we, if I may ask?
Oh, some former Bitcoin developers and XRPL developers,
Got it. Okay. Cool. I mean, the thing that the coin, you're looking for a use case. I'm wondering if it makes sense to for you and maybe a couple of your developer buddies to join. I know that XRP, they're having a live chat for the what do you call it? The XRPL grants. I think the deadline is next month. So they're having a live Q&A type session. It might be good to jump on that and look for ideas.
All right.
People will be talking about stuff. So I'd love to see the GDLT coin flourish and have a use case and make people happy. So that might be a good opportunity to just bounce around some ideas or get some thoughts from other people's ideas. Perhaps I'm not saying steal them, but sometimes other people's ideas can trigger your own ideas. So it's worth looking into.
No, and I appreciate that, DN, and I love the soundtrack you have behind this. Being a Latino myself, I know this song very much.
Oh, that's not my soundtrack. I'm at a Starbucks somewhere outside Pasadena.
Dude, Starbucks ain't playing this type of music. It's okay. You don't have to lie, DN.
Here, let me pour some Starbucks coffee on my mic so that you can. Yeah, I'm kidding.
No, but
Um,
for sure though. We definitely, once again, a majority of all the GDLT token is not even in my possession anymore. So the community would definitely have to agree with what we decide the use case for the GDLT token to be. Um, but we know for one thing, since it's built on the XRP ledger, it's good for payments, right? We know it can be sent very quickly, and we know there's a limited amount of it. Not saying, oh, store of value, it's its own thing, but you never know. It could be for the use case. I'm not gonna put my likeness in my token. I don't want people to be owning the future of my life through this token and stuff like that. Like, I mean, you could do something like that, I suppose. But yeah, there's a lot of ways that we can take it. It's just really if this channel succeeds, I suppose, or if the Blue Crew finds a way, or one of us is going to find a way to make a good use case for it. But we know it's good for payments so far.
Excellent. As long as they take it at Taco Bell, I'll be happy. And as long as you can use it for, like psychoanalysts or whoever you would go to talk about the problem you have with your imaginary friend, that would be great.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Wicked. Thank you so much, DN. And what if GDLT token? What if we go in the opposite way of what a lot of cryptos are trying to do? And what if we try to go towards kind of proof of work, or not a proof of work, but like kind of in the opposite direction of what a lot of cryptos are trying to do. Dang it, I just lost my train of thought there because DN is getting me thinking that Bird Dog possibly doesn't exist, but we'll probably remember what the use case we could do with it is.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, I lose my train of thought all the time. In fact, who are you?
Oh,
right,
is that a serious question? Who I am?
I'm assuming you're like one of my grandkids or something, my imaginary grandkids. But anyway, thanks a lot. I'm gonna drop.
All right, man. Deanne, thanks for calling in. Appreciate you, dude.
Likewise. Bye.
And guys, I want to say thank you to everybody who called in. Thank you, Bird Dog. Thank you, DN. And you guys have been consistent supporters. And I'm happy people have been trying to, have been saving me. Most importantly, I enjoy talking to the Blue Crew and hearing your guys' voices. And using this Jitsi platform for really quick meetings. It's built on Akash Network, so the decentralized cloud that's in the Cosmos ecosystem. So I do enjoy supporting it. And, once again, I appreciate you guys calling in and just hearing your perspectives. And hopefully more people in the future as well could be jumping on in. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in for another DLTalk. We didn't get to go into the deep reds, really. So let's wrap it up as we're going out. Let me play some of the fade out music here. And we'll get into a really quick on the way out deep reds section. But once again, thank you guys so much for your support. Thanks for any new subs, likes, all that good stuff. You guys know how to YouTube. Let's get the music going here. And then we'll get into the deep reds as we head out. You guys are amazing. All right. So deep red values that we're looking at here. I mean, it's been a nice pump right here with XDB. It's possibly not dead here, you guys. And this one was one of the big gainers in the past. Oh, the music's not on. Here we go. There we go. So yeah, XDB, digital bits, stellar fork. Still looking like it could be a good opportunity here. DeFi land, I'm not going to say DeFi land is dead either. I think DeFi land could actually be a pretty damn good opportunity on the Solana ecosystem here. FTX, Alameda, Research, all of them affiliated with this type of low cap project. I think there's more to DeFi land than meets the eye. And it's one of those DeFi projects that is actually following their talks, right? That you can see a visualizer of the DeFi that you're doing on the Solana ecosystem, and I think that's pretty cool. So I'm definitely bullish long-term here with DeFi land, and it could be a great time for dollar cost averaging into this low cap crypto. But once again, this one's a super high risk and no guarantee of profits, right? Doesn't mean it could turn around. It could possibly be dead, but I still see more and more development on it. I still see the money that's in on this project, so I do believe in it long-term. NGM is an interesting Cosmos ecosystem project that provides like stablecoin solutions and talks about CBDCs. and pretty low supply. 102 million, down 77% on the year. You could stake this as well. So super low cap crypto at around $24 million at 23 cents here, all-time high at 335. NGM could be something that, you know, could have a nice run if especially Cosmos ecosystem turns out to be a really big ecosystem in the future, right? One of those early positions in the IBC area. Helium has been going through some stuff, but I still believe in Helium and its low supply and the percentages that it's at right now. I think Helium looks really interesting, especially with its you know, collaborations with Cosmos and Solana. I'm liking Helium and where it's at right here. Aleph.im with cloud infrastructure. I think there's tremendous value to be had right here with Aleph. I don't know what happened though. Like, what happened to Aleph? Did it die? Like, this is a dramatic fall off right here from 28 cents all the way down to this range of 11 cents. But maybe we get a nice bounce back. I'm not sure if it's dead though. Did something happen in the Aleph ecosystem? Let's see if we got any news. No, they're still posting though. New releases, Aleph message, proof of concept. I mean, I don't know what went down here with Aleph and why the sellers are coming in strong, but I might take this one, man. I like where Aleph could possibly be. I believe in this project and, you know, what they've been building here. I'm not sure why it had such a dramatic fall though. Aqua token, I like Aqua token in the XLM ecosystem. Bullish on the Aqua token. DVPN we just talked about earlier. SHX, you know, this one's just going to be a staple of our deep red section for a bit until we start seeing, you know, back to 002, 004 type of range, and it's not anywhere close to that just yet. I do believe in the potential for it to have a nice pivot, especially high volatility with such a low cap crypto here. Sologenic, we've been liking Sologenic at around this range. Is this the pivot point for Sologenic? We've been talking about this one of the deep reds. I believe in its potential here. Especially with the type of volatility that comes with something like a Sologenic. People who bought in at 10 cents and were able to time out the top perfectly at 658, man, they became legends, dude. 10 cents to, or what was it, even 7 cents, I believe, up until that range. I kind of feel the same way that we were feeling at 10 cents there. We didn't get to cash out at the perfect top, but hell, man, some good profits, and now hopefully some more good profits to come if it's finding a bottom at around this 14-cent range. What else do we got? Yeah, I like SGB at around the 2-3 cent range. Some people believe it's getting, you know, it should be following XRP. That's not the case. Just because XRP is doing well doesn't necessarily mean things like FLR and SGB will do well, but they are, you know, they have those heavy connections and partnerships. So maybe in the time being, we will see that. I love the type of volume that's coming through on SGB though, especially for such a low cap type of crypto. Definitely bullish on Songbird. Harmony 1, nobody talks about anymore, and I don't know why. Maybe this is a really good entry point right here for Harmony. Zap Protocol at 92%. Looks like they're still building. I mean, super high volatility with something like Zap, high risk, but this one could come out of nowhere as well. Doesn't seem like it's dead. We know BitTrue does some big runs as well. Now 74% down. Maybe it's time for BitTrue to make another run. But yeah, guys, so appreciate everybody tuning in. Shout out to the Blue Crew. Shout out to the Green Giant. Shout out to the Ledger Citizens. Thanks for the 26 likes. Thanks to any new subs or any new members to the channel. Always grateful. Thank you. BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto community, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios. Do I follow Pangolin Flare? Yeah, man. It was not too good hearing about the recent news with Pangolin there. But, you know, still believe in the SGB ecosystem. It could have been just a hiccup on Pangolin's side, but we'll end up seeing what ends up happening in the future. Could be some FUD to just trap out or get some SGB holders to sell. We'll see. But anyways, much love, y'all. Adios.
It sound right, boys.